Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting my Declutter series. I have decided to reduce my makeup collection quite a bit and I'm starting with foundations, which is probably the area that I have the most product. I've actually calculated and I have over 80 foundations. So I need to get rid of a lot of them. Because I do YouTube and I need foundations to kind of compare, or if I do a full face of a certain brand, I hold on to more than I normally would. And obviously, I'm a makeup hoarder. So I feel like I'm going to be able to get rid of 50%, maybe not quite, but close to that. And I also have a lot of them that I'm almost done with the foundations. So I would say probably around 10 that are almost done. I do want to mention that just because I'm getting rid of foundation, that doesn't mean it's not a good foundation. Because I have so many, I need to reduce it. I need to get rid of some because they will just expire. So I may get rid of some foundations that maybe are your favorite or I've recommended to you. It does not mean that they're not good. It just means that I don't need them in my collection right now. Make sure you grab something to drink and hang out with me. It's going to be a long one and let's get started. So I tried to fit everything here. There are a few products here on the side that did not fit that I'm going to scooch in as we take some of these out. Slightly embarrassed at how many foundations I have. I'm actually going to count them real quick. I have 80 foundations. That is slightly embarrassing. And this is not even including my professional kit. Like I have many more in the professional kit, obviously. But there's actually some of the Armani shades that I kind of put back and forth like this 6. Sometimes I just need to make a foundation a little more olivey. But this usually is in my kit. Anyway, my goal is to maybe get rid of 50%. Let's start with these Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Obviously, I love them. I have so many different shades. And this is one that I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the ones that I don't use personally and just put them in my kit. Like this one, the number 7. It's way too dark for me, but I've been mixing in with other foundations. But this one, that even number 6, I'm gonna take and put it in my professional kit. I have 3 4.5. That's usually my color, but I truly just need one of these. So I'm going to keep one 4.5 and I'm actually going to keep both of these shades. This is 5.2 and 5.9. I'm going to swatch them all for you. Why not? So 4.5, then we have 5.2 and then 5.9. I think 5.2 is probably the shade that I use the most now. So you can kind of tell the colors. This one is the one that matches me right now. 4.5 is a little light, but in the winter time it will work real well. And this one works as well. Again, I can mix and match these 3 shades and have pretty much all my shades from summer to winter. So these are the 3 that I personally am going to keep. But again, I have that 6 that I use sometimes for making my foundations a little bit more olive, but that's in my kit, not personal. Let's bring some products close here. Okay, I brought in a few other products. Now, I'm going to start up here because this section right here has a lot of my favorite foundations. So let's just pull the Clé de Peau. This is an amazing foundation. I have 2 shades, 040 and 020. I mix and match. These are probably forever going to be in my collection. I have the natural finish. They're absolutely fabulous. So these stay for sure. I have here two Lancome foundations that I think I'm gonna get rid of both of them. I actually enjoy both of these, I just don't reach for them. The color is wrong for this one, 310N. It's just not a good shade match, even though I really did enjoy the way this looked on my skin. It looked just a little bit too pink on me. Maybe on camera it looks better than it looks in real life, but it dries down quite pink on me and I don't enjoy that. So this is gonna go just because of the color. And this one honestly is maybe a little old and I know they reformulated this one, so these are gonna go. This one from Guerlain, it is a new favorite. I absolutely love this foundation. It is one that has become one of my go-tos. This is in 2N. It has pretty good coverage. I like the color. I like the way this sits on the skin. Pretty much like everything about this one. So this is absolutely going to stay in my collection. I'm going to pick a few other ones that I absolutely love, and I don't really need to talk about them because I've talked about them so much on my channel. But these, the Makeup Forever HD Skin, it's an incredible foundation, skin like Hourglass. This color is 6.5. It works okay for me, but I think the color 6 eventually would be even better once I run out of this one. And then the Chanel #1 fabulous foundation. So these for sure will stay. Also House Labs. These are kind of a no-brainer. I adore them. We are obviously not doing great. Let's get rid of this one. The Patrick Ta, I was not a fan of this one. It just didn't work for me. The foundation kind of separated on me. The powder was okay, but this has been used 2 times, so I could definitely give it to a friend. They would get a better use out of it. Also, this one from Danessa Myricks, the Yummy Skin. Ooh, I did not love this one. I love her new one. This is the Serum Skin Tint, but her foundation, it was just a little heavy for me. I didn't hate it, to be honest. Like, it was fine, but I have not reached for it for a very long time. And I think it was just a little heavy for me, and the color was just a little bit light. The color I have here is 6N, and then in the skin tint it's 5. I really like the skin tint though, so I'm gonna keep this one, give this one away. Now this one from Laura Mercier, it's kind of new, but you know, this has never become my favorite. It was fine, it just never wowed me, and because I have so many that I love so much more, I just didn't reach for it, and I think I'm gonna give it to somebody that can appreciate it a little bit more. It's not a bad foundation, it's just something that I don't reach for, so I will get rid of this one. Here I have the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundations. These are so beautiful. I love the way these sit on the skin. I have 2 shades just because I couldn't find my perfect shade. I have 6.0 and 4.0, so I just kind of mix and match these, and I really enjoy them. I'm definitely going to keep them. Also, my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. Again, I have 2 shades. You'll see a pattern here. When I have a foundation that I really love, I tend to have it in a couple shades just because I do self-tan sometimes, and it's nice to have my favorite foundations in multiple shades. So these are absolutely a keep. I have these 2 from Radiant. Now, one of them is their new reformulated, and one is their old one. And the interesting thing will be to figure out which one's which. I don't know why I put them together. I should have not done that, but I remember the color of one was better for me from the newer one. Oh yeah, that's the one. So I am not 100% sure which one's which one's the old, which one's the new one, but this side looks a little bit heavier. This is much smoother, so I'm pretty sure that's the new one. So I'm gonna keep that one and get rid of this one. This is just feels a little older, like it's sat there for a bit. Let's pull all our little Chanel ones here because I'm not getting rid of any of my Chanel ones. These are the four, and again, I put the number one of Chanel. I already put it in my keep pile, but I adore Chanel foundations. I think they're amazing. I love having a really light one. I like having a little more of a skin tint, a heavier, and this is absolutely fabulous. The Sublimage is like my new favorite thing. It is incredible. So I'm gonna keep all of these. There's no debate here. This one's actually in a project pan. I need to pull it out so I can actually use it up more. But yeah, Chanel has, I think my favorite products from Chanel are their complexion products. Okay, let's talk about these two right here. This is the Estee Lauder Future Skin Hydra Rescue, and then the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. These are kind of similar, and I don't love any of them. I did enjoy Estee Lauder. I actually went through a few of these, but there's better ones out there for me. There's something that looks heavy around my smile lines with the Estee Lauder. And the Charlotte Tilbury, I love the shade. I have the shade 4, and it is such a good shade for me. I like the undertone. It's just too thick. It doesn't work for me. My skin doesn't like it. I've seen that it works so well on so many other people, but on me, it just looks a little bit too heavy, and I just don't love it. So these have to go. I have here some fuller coverage foundations that I actually really enjoy, and I'm having a hard time picking between these three because I kind of feel like the YSL, the Dior, and the Givenchy all do kind of similar things. I would say the most matte and full coverage out of all of them is the YSL All Hours foundation. This is the new reformulated one, and it'll cover everything. And I like the color. I like the way this sits on the skin. These three are pretty much my go-to full coverage foundations that have more of a matte finish. They're not necessarily that glossy or luminous, but none of them are overly matte. And so I'm really not sure if I should keep them all, or I would say the Prisma Libre is a favorite. There's no way I'm getting rid of this one. So it's kind of in between these two. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to test them side by side and decide which one I want to have. So for now, I'm going to keep them, but one of them has to go. I don't need 3 full coverage foundations that are more matte. These are more for special occasion. I really wear skin tints most of the time. Okay, let's move on to the MAC Face and Body. I have this one, and I thought I had another one in here. This is gonna have to go. It's just expired. I love MAC and Face and Body, but they repackaged. I have multiple colors of these, but I just have to swap all of them, even in my makeup kit, because they're older. So this will go. I have here the Merit Stick complexion minimalist. I think I love this. This is such an amazing formula. Both of them are the same color, so I'm gonna keep the newest one, which is this one, and get rid of this one. Here I have the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant and Self Refreshing. This is one foundation that I am trying to decide which one I want to keep. I do enjoy both of them. I've actually worn the Radiant the other day, and it just reminded me how beautiful it is. Oops. And I do like the Synchro Skin Refreshing. It's just so long lasting. So I think I'm still going to keep them both. I'm halfway done with both of these bottles. So I really have faith that I can finish these before they go bad. I love this formula. There's no point of me getting rid of it because I do think I'm gonna finish these. 230 I have in both of them, but obviously the color is not the same. The 230 in the Radiant is a little deeper. So these will stay. Okay, I have here the Dior Air Flash. This is pretty much gone. I need to get rid of this one. They discontinued this. I need them to bring it back. It's such a shame. One of the best foundations out there for occasion or anything like that. So this will go just because it's old. And this was my last one. I had a stash, but I've been going through it, and so this will go. Now I have the Kojindo foundation, Aqua Foundation. I absolutely adore this one. This is actually my project pan, and I want to say I'm like down to here with it. The problem with this is that it's a little light for me, so haven't been able to wear it in the summertime. So I'm still hoping that by the end of the year I will finish this up and, you know, get rid of it. But I have not been wearing it because the foundation shade is just too light for me right now, but it's really good in wintertime. The shade I have is 123, one of the most beautiful skin-like foundations that probably you will ever try out. It's fabulous, amazing. Let's scooch everything a little closer so we can look at what we have left. Let's start with these Rare Beauty products. I'm actually gonna get rid of all of them. I was debating on keeping maybe this one, the 210N, just because if I do a full face of Rare Beauty, I would like to have something. Maybe I should keep this one and get rid of the other ones. For sure, I'm getting rid of the shade 190W. It's old, and then I just never reach for this skin tint. I have so many other skin tints that I enjoy more that this is almost brand new. I think I tried it twice, and yeah. So I'm gonna, you know what? I think I'm gonna keep the 210N for, or should I keep this one? I need to keep one if I do a full face of Rare Beauty. That's the problem with YouTube. I'm not sure. This skin tint actually looks kind of nice. It's super glossy. Maybe I should keep the skin tint and get rid of the foundation because I truly have not reached for this foundation in a very long time. So let's keep the skin tint. I am also gonna get rid of my Kosas foundation. This was not my favorite. I don't know why this doesn't work for me. The color is a little light, but you know, I could darken it up a little bit. I have so many different pigments that I could put in here, but it just does not look good on me. It feels heavy, a little too creamy. And see, like if I do this, you can kind of see it moving around. So this is not a foundation for me. I will get rid of this one. I also have this L'Oreal Age Perfect Serum Foundation. This is an amazing skin foundation. Probably one of the better ones in my collection, to be honest, but this is old, so I do need to get rid of just because it's the expired. But this is such a beautiful skin tint. It's light, it's so flattering on the skin. It doesn't get into fine lines, but again, the colors in drugstore I'm really struggling with. They all turn a little pink on me, so this will go. I have the same issue with this L'Oreal. I really enjoy the formula. It's just the color doesn't work for me, and it's super messy. However, it's such a beautiful, oh gosh, look at that. Oh, maybe I should keep this a little longer. I love this product so much. It just blends into your skin so well. You know what? I'm gonna debate on this one. It's not too old, so it's not like it's expired, but like, look how beautiful it looks on my skin. I will debate on this one. I have here the Revlon foundations. These were sent to me, and I actually really enjoyed the way these looked on, but the shades, oh, it turned orange on me. The one I used was the 213. So that one ended up being quite deep, and I don't know, it just kind of turned a little orangey, yet it was still a little bit too pink on me. Did not want to reach for this just because of the shade. So let's try the other ones. 209. That one's gonna be way too light. Yeah, how light that is. But see how that's already starting to turn orange? I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but yeah, I was really struggling with the shade. Actually, this is brand new. I'm not even gonna open it, gift it to somebody. But these two for sure are just too light, and this one was just orange. I really like the formula though, so I'm not sure about this. I wonder if this is going to oxidize enough where it will it will match me, because I do enjoy the formula and I think it would be good for me to have one. So I may get rid of the 201 and the 213 and just keep the 209, test this out and see if it actually will blend into my skin better, because that one looks orange to me. I'm not sure how much the camera will pick up the foundation shades, so you'll just have to trust me. Okay, a few other ones that I'm gonna get rid of. This Glowish from Huda. It's super luminous. I could absolutely use this as a base, but I just don't want to. It's very, very thick, and I just never reach for it. It has this beautiful luminosity to it, but it's just too much for me. And I already have so many illuminating primers that I don't need to use this as a primer. Now this one from Makeup by Mario, I love. Absolutely love this one. This will stay in my collection. The only issue I have is that the 8N is a little light for me, so that's why I haven't used it in the past, I don't know, couple of months, because it's summertime, so I'm even deeper than normal. But in the fall, winter, this is going to be amazing. I adore this foundation. I have here the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I don't even know what this is. You could use this as a primer. You can use this as on top of foundation. I'm actually going to keep this one because I want to test it out a little bit more. I didn't hate it when I had it, but I've seen so many people using it as their primer, and you know, I think I could learn to like this product. And yeah, I just want to test this one a little bit more. And I'm gonna keep it, which it surprises me because I was sure I was gonna get rid of it, but yeah, I decided to keep. Now this one from KVD, I'm gonna get rid of the Good Apple. It's just, I'd never reach for it. I used to think like, oh, maybe I could just use this as a concealer because it has so much coverage, but I just never do. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Now these two Lisa Eldridge foundations, I love. I have the shade 16, which I don't know why it's here. It should be in my kit. I have a few other ones that are in my kit. So this is gonna go in my kit. This is shade 11. It's probably my most perfect fall winter shade. I love the undertone. It's a little finicky, I won't lie, but if you get this to sit on your skin nice, you prep your skin the way you want it, this is probably one of the most skin-like, long-lasting foundations that I have. And it's very malleable, like you can have a fuller coverage or light coverage. It depends how you prep your skin. So I actually adore this. So I'm gonna keep this one. This one will go in my kit. We are almost there. Some stick foundations, the Traceless foundation from Tom Ford that's thick, absolutely amazing. Truly, you won't find a better stick foundation ever. I have two shades, 2.0 and 5.5, keeping both of them. These are fabulous. They last a long time because you don't need much. And yeah, these are amazing. There's no way I would get rid of these. Now, I do have this Huda one that I think I'm gonna get rid of. And not because it's not good, but because I have the Tom Ford stick one. And I reach for that one so much more than this one. So this is going to go. Do I have another stick foundation? No. So I'm just gonna keep the Tom Ford and the Married one and get rid of the Huda one. Another one that I'm gonna get rid of is this Bobbi Brown Serum Foundation. Now, this is actually really beautiful. I just don't know why I don't reach for it. I think the color is just a little light, and because of that, I don't reach for it. Honestly, I could make this work, but I've had it for a year and I don't think I've used but once or twice. So that just tells me that I'm not gonna reach for it. It's beautiful, it's almost brand new, so maybe one of my friends could use it. I have here the Pat McGrath foundation. Is this the new one or the old? Yeah, this is the new one. I just finished two of them actually. I had to get rid of two of them because they were on their last leg, and had to purchase a new one because this is such a beautiful foundation. I'm absolutely keeping this. I have LM10, and it works really well for me. I love this foundation. Now this one from Makeup Forever, I feel like I love so many of them, but I think this is a little old, and I might just have to get rid of it just because it's old. But I had loved this one so much. I think it's an amazing foundation. I actually used, I would say, half of this, which, having 80 foundations, you're using half of one is something. But I think this is just getting old, and I would just need to repurchase a new one. I won't right now, but yeah, this is Y244, and actually usually works pretty well for me. Okay, a few other ones that for sure I'm keeping. This is the Dior one. I have already done a review on this one. I really like it. So this will absolutely stay. Also this NARS one. This is the light reflecting foundation, and I have mine in the shade Fiji. I really like these two. I think they're very good, and so there's no way I'm getting rid of these. A couple that I'm gonna get rid of is the Iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. I honestly have only tried this like 3 times, and it was fine, but I didn't love it as much as my other skin tints. If anything, it was just maybe a little bit too much coverage for me. To give it a fair shot, I probably should test this out one more time because it's been a while since I tried it, but I don't think I want to. I think I have so many other ones that I enjoy so much that I think I'm just gonna gift this to somebody else because it's pretty much brand new. However, look at my hand. It looks actually very blurring. Okay, maybe I'll test it one more time, but for now it is in a giveaway pile. This one right here is the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. This is the thickest, most fuller coverage foundation that I think I have in my collection. It is like, look at that. That is so much coverage. I'm gonna keep this, and the way I use this one is pretty much as a concealer, or if I need to cover like an acne or something like that. I almost never use it just as a foundation. I think I'm gonna actually put this in my concealer drawer because it's just so much coverage. I would say it's a full coverage concealer, and it dries down so well. It stays in place. It is one of those that, like, if you have tattoos, this will cover it, and it will stay in place. Like, look at that. You don't see any vein on my hand, and it's actually a beautiful finish. I have this Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation. This is old. I need to get rid of it. Beautiful. I like the formula. It's just very old. I should not have kept this one for so many years. I just loved it so much that it hurt me to throw it out, but it is time. But I do really enjoy this one. However, I already have so many other skin tints, like you'll see here, that I don't need that many, and I don't know if I would repurchase this one over like for the Hourglass, for example. So this will go. Talking about Hourglass, this is my new favorite skin tint. I think this is so beautiful. I can't put this product down. I feel like every video I do is this one in the description box because I love it so much. It blends in my skin so well. It has, again, a little bit of luminosity, but overall it's not too much. I adore it. It feels like skincare. And yeah, I can't put this product down, so this is staying in my top drawer. This table is a hot mess. Anyway, okay, so this Say one, I am debating. I actually enjoyed this product. It's not my all-time favorite, but it did a good job. The color's quite deep for me, and so it kind of makes me want to rethink every time I want to wear this. I'm like, well, I feel like the color won't match, except when I'm pretty tan. Now, it may look like it matches me now, but it does get a little darker once it dries down. See? So I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I do like the formula and how glowy it is on the skin. Look at that. But the color's just off for me, so I'm gonna get rid of it and maybe eventually get a color that matches me better. This Chantecaille one is a no-brainer. Absolutely keeping this. I adore this product. I sit there. I love this. I'm probably going to end up picking multiple shades eventually. I have vanilla right now. It looks like it would pull a little orangey or peachy. I wouldn't say orange, but peachy, but somehow it blends into my skin so well that I don't have an issue with the color, but I'm thinking the color nude maybe. Anyway, I'm absolutely keeping this. Top drawer for sure. I am going to get rid of this Lawless. I don't ever reach for this. I enjoyed the formula. It was pretty full coverage, but I just don't reach for it. So this will go. Now this Jones Road I'm keeping. I'm actually doing a full Jones Road brand review, and this, you know, this, I have a lot of thoughts on it, so I'm going to keep it for that review. I'm not going to say much more about this because I'm going to speak about it in a future video. Okay, Summer Friday, Cali Ray, and Chantecaille. I talk about these so much. This one's almost gone. This one's almost gone. It has, I would say, maybe this much. And then the Chantecaille. These are all skin tints that are amazing. There's no way I'm getting rid of these, and I'm actually going to repurchase all of these when I get rid of them. I use skin tints probably the most, and so yeah, these are fabulous. All very, very different. Now these two, I actually really like both of them, but this NARS one is a little old. So I think I just need to get rid of it because of that, but I do enjoy the formula so much. I would repurchase this for sure. It's a beautiful skin tint. And then this one, I don't know why I don't reach for it. I know it's beautiful. I have done a review on this and have used it for a while, but I think what happened is after it kind of separates in the beginning, but once you blend it into the skin, it looks beautiful. But because I have the Chantecaille one, I have all the other ones that you've seen, this is left behind. So I will give this to somebody. This I need to get rid of because it is expired pretty much. Okay, I am left with 4. Now let's talk about these Westman Atelier products because I think I've been avoiding these because I don't know what to do with them. I don't love the skin tint. It's not my favorite. It's very oily, so I do think I'm going to get rid of this one. The only problem is, look, I didn't shake that enough. It's all oil. The problem I have with this one is that I do a lot of Westman Atelier in my videos. So I do want to have these products on hand so I can talk about them or compare them or things like that. So that's the reason why I'm hesitant. Do I want to keep them? Do I want to just give them away? It's just so oily. See that? So to be honest, I don't think I would reach for this one almost at all, but I do feel the need or the pressure maybe to have them so I can compare them. I don't know. So it also smells so strongly. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it maybe after I do a Westman Atelier video. And this one, honestly, I don't dislike this one. Oh, that's another stick one. I don't dislike this one. I actually quite enjoy it, but it's nothing special. And I think the only reason I want to keep it is, again, for a full face of Westman Atelier or something like that. So I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase this one compared to the Tom Ford, for example. That one, oh, so much better. But I think for now, I'm keeping these for the video only. But in reality, eventually, I think I'm going to get rid of them. Definitely this one. I don't enjoy that one. I enjoy this one. I think after I record a full face of Westman Atelier, I will for sure get rid of this one and then decide on that. Okay, last 2, and I'm keeping both of these. This is the Fenty Dewdrops Ease Drops. I always mess up that name. An amazing skin tint. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a little powdery in the best way. This is the shade 6. It works really well for me. And I love this one. It's absolutely a keep. This is actually a brand new one because the brand sent me actually a few. So I've been giving to my friends the other ones. And then the Sicily Phyto Skin Nude. Yes. This is new to me and I reach for it so much. It's a very skin like. I would say it's the most natural skin tint that I have in my collection, but it just, it does something to my skin. It's super blurring, it's super skin-like, and it's actually been in my day-to-day bag because it's so easy. I put it with my fingers, and that's it. I'm keeping both of these. So this is the keep pile, and then this is the donate or just throw away pile. I feel like it's not quite 50-50. Maybe I should count them. I think I'm getting rid of maybe a third of the product and like keeping 2/3. I was hoping it would be more like 50-50, but you know, yeah, I have actually quite a few here that it's just multiple shades. So I feel good about this. All right, guys, that was so many foundations that we talked about, swatched. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of have them all in front of me. This is the declutter pile, and this one right here is the keep pile. Like I mentioned, I think it's pretty much not quite 50-50. I think I'm keeping more. Maybe I'm keeping like 60%. I could definitely count them. Okay, so I just kind of quickly calculated my declutter, and I actually have 39 if I calculate it correctly. So that's pretty much half. I think this one just looks bigger just because the foundations are like chunkier. But I'm quite proud of this. I think this was a good one. I still can see how the keep pile can be kind of cut in half, maybe in a couple months when I kind of was able to test all of these products out and see what, you know, what I reach for and what I don't. I do really enjoy doing these kinds of videos. Foundations is just such a hard area for me because that's probably my favorite thing to review and test out is just skin tint, foundation, complexion products. But I think when it comes to other products like lipsticks, blushes, eyeshadows, I am a little bit more cutthroat because I don't use that many. But with foundations, I don't know. I just love testing these out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining, and make sure you're subscribed down below so you can follow along. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.